Hey everyone, today I'm here with my yarn stash flash. As you can see, I have a lot of yarn. I'm actually surprised that it all fit on the bed. This is a queen size bed for reference. I didn't think it was going to be honest. And not everything that I own fit on here. I do have yarn scraps, which I'm gonna show, I'll film separately. And my fiber stash, I do drop spindling. This also doesn't include my works in progress. I only have 3, I think, at this point, and one of them is a blanket, so I wasn't going to drag it out. But, yeah. So let's go ahead and get started. This half of the bed is mostly acrylic. There's a couple of exceptions, but for the most part it's acrylic, and most of it is worsted weight too. I'll point out if it's not. But, yeah, I do own a lot of acrylic. That's to be expected since I do a lot of charity crafting, as well as I make baby blankets, and it seems the people that I make them for, most of them, you know, they would prefer an acrylic, something they can very, very easily take care of, just throw in the washing machine, they don't have to worry about it. So that's usually what I make stuff out of for them. You've seen this yarn pretty recently because I had it in my haul video for Nitpicks Cyber Monday sale. This is Nitpicks Brava Worsted. That is Cobblestone Heather, Dove Heather, Silver. That is actually Brava Bulky. In red. Back to the worsted. Black, white. There's red here. And in between, this is their variegated they had on special. And I just got gray, red, pink, and purple. Now all of this is Red Heart Soft. That color is chocolate. It's just a really pretty brown. This is Guacamole. I really like this color green. It's quite pretty. I've used a little bit of it there. Black. And I have 3 skeins of white. And this is pretty much all Caron Simply Soft. I used to make cowls with it a lot, and so I used Caron Simply Soft because I thought it worked up well in it. However, I've not really made those cowls that often, so I still have a lot of this yarn to use up. So that's something I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with. There's also a skein of Red Heart Soft. That is the watercolors colorway. It's a variegated color. It's very pretty. I think I'm going to make a toy or something for my niece. There's a skein of Peyton's Metallic. It's the color Pewter. I don't think they make this anymore. I bought it, but I saw it was like on clearance or discontinued or something when I went to Joann's last time, so maybe they're out of it, I don't know. Now this is some sparkle yarn I'm going to actually use to make a really pretty sparkly cowl. I just haven't got around to making it. This is Red Heart Shimmer. The color is hot pink. It is very much hot pink. And so you can see it's got a little shine there. This is Caron Simply Soft Party. And the color is Black Sparkle. This is probably Navy Sparkle if I had to guess. Yep, Navy Sparkle. Sparkle. It's very pretty. And that white with a thread through it, I think was a holiday color. I love this yarn. I think. I'm not sure. I don't have the tag for it anymore. Now these few skeins right here are either wool or blends. This is Lion Brand Woolies. The color is Blue Heather. This is Chestnut Heather. It's kind of a reddish. They actually kind of go together. This is Universal Yarns Classic Shades. I believe this is a blend as well. Coffee is the colorway. And let's see, it is 70% acrylic, 30% wool. It's a single ply yarn. I'm going to make a cowl with it, I just haven't started it yet. And this skein was actually part of the last Christmas swap that I was part of. Not this year's, but last year's. This is Nitpicks Swish Worsted. It's 100% superwash merino. Worsted weight. This is Squirrel Heather. And this is Nitpicks City Tweed, and this is the heavyweight one. It's 55% merino, 25% alpaca, and 20% Donegal tweed. This is the lemon curd colorway. And here's a bit of chunky yarn. This is Bernat Softy Chunky. This is gray rag. 2 skeins of that. This is charcoal. I believe this is also, no, this is Charisma. This one's Lion brand, or Loops and Threads Charisma. It's Michael's brand. It's very pretty. And this is Loops and Threads Charisma as well. It's fuchsia colorway. There's some notes there. I started to make something for a video and I wasn't liking how it was coming up, so I wrote some notes on there so I wouldn't forget. These 3 are Caron 1 pound. I bought these to do some blankets. This is Jonquil. This is Rose. It's very pretty. And this one is Deep Violet. It's very pretty as well. Now these 6 skeins here are the lightest weight I have that's not like a cotton thread. This is Loops and Threads Wool-like. Oh, there's one. This color is mauve. I would not call that mauve, but it's like a darker mauve, I guess. A little scrap there. This one is charcoal, and that's cool gray. And I believe these are listed, yeah, they're 1 superfine, and these are actually thinner than this lace weight I have. This is Nitpicks Shadow Lace. It's Opal Heather's the colorway. 100% merino wool. It's very, very pretty. You can see it's got a heathered look. Hence the name. It's very pretty. This right here is my cotton. I don't have a whole lot anymore. I've been using it up. That is crochet thread. The white and the green there is crochet thread. I believe all of this is, with the exception of 1 skein, is Lilly Sugar and Cream. I believe that's Daisy Ombre. It's probably my favorite of all of the colors. This is Stripes. It is Country Stripes. Doesn't really look like country, but maybe because it's like, maybe the country is in like grass and sky, maybe, I don't know. Off-white, white, red, I think that's coral. There's a green marl. What's that color? Does it have a name? Oh, Natural Stripes. Yellow. Those are, I love this cotton from Hobby Lobby. Had those a long time. Here's a little bit of scraps. I usually keep my scraps separate, but for certain things like the Caron Simply Soft and the cotton, I try to keep it with it because I'll use it for projects. And this is Nitpicks Dishy. And the colorway on this is Thistle Multi. It's just purples. Very pretty. Here are a couple random things. This is Lion brand bonbons. This is the Jingle Bells colorway. I got these for some tutorial videos. And then this is a skein. This is the only skein of Bear I have, and I think it's Bear Hawthorne Nitpicks. And that means it is 80% superwash fine Highland wool, 20% polyamide, which is nylon. And I'm going to make something, or I'm going to dye something, I just don't know what yet. But I thought I might get some just to experiment. I've had this a little bit, I probably should get on it. Start making something. Here we have Nitpicks palette. All of these little skeins like this are Nitpicks palette. I have 2, I think, of every color. This one is Ash. Mist, Silver, this is a heather, Tide Pool Heather, very, very pretty. Indigo Heather. It's more eggplant in real life. I think this is like Asphalt Heather. Yeah. It's like I knew it had something to do with like roads. And then this one is Finley Heather. This one's slightly more warm of a gray. This is, I kind of grouped all of the fingering weight, sock yarns together, but some of these are not. This is gloss. This is fingering weight. The color is Kanai. It's very pretty. It's a little bit more green than my camera's showing. This is Nitpicks Chroma fingering weight. This is, which color is this? Fog, I believe. Yes, this is Fog. And it's a single ply. And that's the same yarn in black. And this is my small collection of indie dyed yarn. Most of this I bought at fiber festivals, but there are a couple that I bought online and then one that I won as a prize. So this is Fiber Optic. Footnotes. I think this is Once in a Lifetime. It's very pretty. I believe she does, yeah, it's an 80 superwash merino, 20% nylon. This one is the one I won as a prize. I don't know if this person is still dyeing. I tried to find them. Maybe they changed their name. I feel like she had a YouTube channel at some point. It's a Sweet Comfort Designs by Dye Works. 75% wool, 25% nylon, fingering weight. There's the Etsy. And it's Bobby and Elda Minnick. I don't think this has a colorway. Does it have a colorway? Oh, yes, it did. Sorry. It's Gemma. I think I'm actually going to cast these on like soon as like winter socks. They remind me, they're very holiday to me colors. Now these are the only two I have indie dyed that's not fingering weight. They're both from Yarn Geek Fibers. I bought this at Kentucky Sheep and Wool last year, or this year rather. This is her Whiz Bang base, which is her worsted weight, I believe. And it's 60% merino, 40% bamboo. And this is Harriet Quimby. She was an aviatrix. She's the first woman to fly the English Channel. And I love this. And this is going to be a hat for me. I bought it specifically because I was like, I need that in my life. This is her Super Geek base, and I was wrong. This is a fingering weight base. It's a thicker fingering weight base. That's probably the reason I didn't think it was. I thought it was more like sport or something. But anywho, this is the Frances Glessner Lee. She was a crime scene investigator, and she revolutionized it. This is 75% Corriedale, 25% nylon. This is not as soft as merino, but not like harsh in any way, but I love the colors. Do you see that? I love it. Really purple, black. If there was green in there, I probably would have bought it all. But this was close. I almost bought all of it. Okay, this is some Speckle Yarn. This is very pretty. I used another of her, same base, but another colorway for that shawl that I just finished. This is Lammy Toes. It's lammytoesshop.etsy.com. And the colorway on this one is Experiment 061. And it's yellow. And it's pretty. and I heart it very much. This is the Cyborgs Craft Room. I believe this is her Asocolate base, because it's not the sparkle one. Yes. Which is a 75-25 blend. Stellar is the colorway. I love this one too. It's just got all the colors that I love. Basically all of the colors. Now these two are both by A Yarn Well Spun. Get the card out. She is, she lives in northern Kentucky too, so she's local to me. I got this at Kentucky Sheep and Wool in 2015 as well, so. This is her, does she, yes, she says, I know, I don't know why I asked that. This is 75% superwash BFL, 25% nylon, the Gaffer's Garden. It looks like, it's a very, I don't know how, floral, I guess is the best way to describe it, which makes sense. It's got some greens in there with these sort of dusty, rose, pinky, purpley kind of colors. It's very, 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 very pretty. I have not figured out what I want to make with this yet. I kind of feel like it should be something for my mom, because I think she'd really like the colors, but I just haven't figured out what I want to make yet. And this is also hers, but it's a different base. And oh, did I show you her Etsy store? Yep. It is, ooh, it's not going to focus. There we go. My Abba's Daughter. That's her Etsy store. And this is Monte Cristo. 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. So this is like a light fingering weight, and this is more of a standard fingering weight, and you can see it's got like a high twist on it. These are also from Fiber Optic. I bought these at a wool gathering, the last wool gathering that I went to. Yeah. So basically she does these gradients. She calls these her Paintbox Gradients. These are actually little mini skeins that, you know, change in, or not, they don't change in color, but, you know, they go from one color to the next. And I accidentally bought this in two different bases. This was just her regular superwash merino, and this one was her superwash, dropped a piece of skinny yarn. This was her superwash and cashmere line, so I'm going to have to maybe go to her store and pick up something that matches, but I may just do one skein projects with this. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. And now this is just a whole bunch of sock yarn. I like to use, I don't know, I've been really into making shawls lately, and this is great for that, so that's why I bought so much, I guess. Let's just go ahead and talk about some of the stuff individually. This is Lion Brand wool sockies. And I bought this on clearance a while back. Color is taffy. Don't quite know where they got that colorway, but it's pretty. I got this, I thought my husband would like it for socks for him. This is Deborah Norville Serenity sock weight. This is color Lavender Topaz. I have two skeins of that. That's more purple in real life than it's showing, but I think it probably will be fine on the screen. And then I got a skein of the color, or the solid, and I think this is navy. Yep. Okay, and these four are Peyton's Croy, which makes a very sturdy yarn, which is nice. Because sometimes, you know, if you go through all that hard work to make socks, you want them to last. So these are the FX colorways. These three are FX, which basically means that it doesn't necessarily stripe, but it has like a slow kind of color change. You can see the way it's applied. And I have two skeins of each. This is Cascade Colors. This is Cameo Colors. And this is Celestial Colors. And see, this is like not, this is just a the regular rag Croy socks. This is blue, brown, marl. And so you can see that this goes slightly different than those, but very pretty. Okay, and these are all Stroll. These are Stroll Glimmer, these four here. This is black, poison, or sorry, potion. I keep saying poison. Potion. Runway. It's a hot pink color. And that one is Kestrel. And the sparkles aren't showing up as much on that color as they do on the others, but I think it's just because it's gray. This is the not sparkly. Get a little piece of cardboard from where I had it in the box. This is Forest Heather. And Duchess Heather. These four are also Stroll. These are the hand-painted versions. This is, these are all fingering weight. This is Make Believe, hand-painted. This one is Lullaby. And these are Stroll tonals. This is Thunderhead. And let's see if I can get it to show. Yeah. Very pretty. Very soft. And this one is, what is this? Gypsy tonal. I don't know if they make this one anymore. Not sure. And this section is called I Apparently Love Felici Too Much, or not too much, because really there can never be too much, but I have a lot of it. Okay, so let's start here. I have 4 skeins of Madrigal. I love these colors. Love it. That is the Time Traveler colorway, which is, so it's inspired by Tom Baker's scarf. This is Gummy Bear, I believe. Yes. Very pretty. This is Surf's Up. Some of these they still have on the website, by the way. Or at least they do as I'm recording it. They may not now. I don't know. This one is Baker Street. It's a Sherlock-inspired colorway. That is Rainbow. I have made socks out of this before, but I bought 2 more skeins when they had it on sale again. This one is Fanciful. It's pretty, right? This one is Wizard. And it is very pretty as well. Okay, they're all pretty. I should just stop. This one is Countess. It's just different shades of purple. And that one is Candy Jar, and it's like a pastel-y kind of color. Sorry for the crinkling. I've got a bag right here. You can't see it, but it's right down here. This is my Hawthorne collection, part of it. I have some sweater amounts too, but this is Sport Weight. This is Arbor Lodge. This one is Montevilla, I believe. Montevilla. It's very pretty. And this one is Irvington. I didn't show that one very well. Very pretty. This one is Blackbird. This is just the Hawthorne. This is Sport Weight. This is fingering weight. This is Hawthorne. Blackbird. These are the Speckles. That one is, what is that one called? Cosmic Sparkle. This one is Confetti. And this is Knob Hill. I'll just go ahead and apologize about the crinkling that's going to happen with these, but these are my larger quantities. I bought these to make sweaters and have some extra to sort of work into other smaller items as well too. So let's start here. This is Nitpicks. Let's turn it that way. This is Nitpicks Wool of the Andes Superwash in Persimmon Heather. I have 20 skeins of this, which is enough for a cardigan plus a lot of other stuff, some baby sweaters and things. This is all Bernat cottonish, or Vicky Howe cottonish. There's some black, gray, like a light gray, dark gray, purple. It's Spinning Jenny, that color, and off-white. I believe this is called Cotton Ball. It's gray t-shirts. I think the black might just be black. Nope. Cotton Club. And the gray is gunpowder, or the dark gray is gunpowder. I'm not going to take this out of the bag, but there you go. I have enough to make some striped things, and I've made other stuff with it already. You can see there's, you know, some partials. Okay, I turned the lamp on so maybe you can see this colorway a little better. This is Dark Leaf. It's Red Heart Soft. And I think I have 5 skeins, maybe 4 skeins. I bought a bunch of this to make a cardigan. I wanted a thicker cardigan, and I started it out and I wasn't loving it, so I stopped, and I just haven't ripped it out yet. And then when you get over here, I probably should have taken these out of the skein. This is 3 more Hawthorne and Blackbird, which is like this over here. And then I have 5 skeins of this one, and this is Slate. And these are the kettle dyed Hawthorns. And I'm going to make a cardigan, and then I should have extra, so I was thinking I could use it, because these were neutrals, I figured I could use them with the other colors that I had to either stripe or something like that for maybe fingerless gloves, or who knows what, socks even. We'll see. And that's everything that I have spread out right now. I'm going to go ahead and move some of this stuff around so that way I can get the scraps and my fiber stash and show you guys that as well. And here are my yarn scraps. Yeah. I've mentioned before that I really need to like start a scrap project because it's a little crazy, but it is what it is. I have a bunch of like little smaller balls and then some of larger remnants. Just see. There's some sock yarn there. That and that over there. Yeah. It's quite a lot, at least for me. Like I feel like I don't have any place to put it, so, and of course I want to use it, so I've really got to, maybe I'm going to make like some little like 50-gram monsters or something like that. I don't know. I'll see what I can come up with. And this bag over here actually has like little things if I've tested out like a stitch pattern or tried to work out something for a video or just whatever. I put it in this bag. Even if I ripped it out, it's not very much yardage. It's, you know, smaller than these little balls anyway, so I just keep them all in that bag so they don't go flying everywhere. Okay, so now I'm going to show you my fiber. Here is my fiber stash. This does not include what I am actually working on. You can see I do have some spindles, but I've not worked on these in any recent time period, so you're just getting this for now. Okay, so let's start back here. This is a fiber Optic gradient. It's 80% merino, 20% silk, jet to lavender. It is just very, very pretty. Basically it starts out as a light purple and works its way to a darker purple, almost black. This is what I am working on the other half of this. This is just 2 ounces of the braid that I had. This is fiber from Turtle Made. Very pretty. This is Luna Bud Knits, 100% Blue Face Luster, and the colorway is Pawns, the Pawns, as in Doctor Who, Amy and Rory. These 3 here are Nitpicks Full Circle. This is Espresso, Wolf, and Quarry. This is also from Luna Bud Knits. I'm not taking all of these out, so sorry for the crinkling. This was just merino wool top, 1 ounce little things. I got 2 of them. This color is Streaker. And you can see it's a blend of like the light and the dark. So I thought it was pretty. This was an 8 ounce braid from Frabjous Fibers. And then it was BFL. Tea, Toast, and Cake, the colorway. This is one of the first fibers that I bought, and one of the first things that I ever spun. Oh no. Top of the spindle's getting caught on stuff. So you can see, I think this is actually the second thing I ever spun. I had some Rolags that I spun first. Well, I spun like 1 or 2 Rolags first, and then I started on this, and as you can see, it is some serious thickness issues, but I'm cool with it. It's very, very nice, but I like it. This is 2 ounces that's on this spindle, and I still have, I guess, 6 ounces in here. Yeah, it's coming along. I think now that I actually know how to draft better, whatever I make with the rest of it is not going to look like this, hopefully. So what I will probably do is spin this off and do something else with it separate from the rest of this. I just don't know what yet. This is something I received in last year's, in 2014's Christmas swap, and it is silk. And it's it's like just rainbows, like a rainbow colorway. And I'm pretty sure it's 100% silk. If not, it's got to be very close. It's very, very, very silky. These are, she calls these her batlings. It's hollyhoy. And mine are the Space Opera colorway. So you can see better. Can't really see the purple too much through the bag. There you go. But it's very, very pretty. I spun, she gave a little art battling in there with it, and I spun that just to sort of test it out, and it spins beautifully. This is my one of my Turtle Made 3D printed spindles. I've just got the shaft pulled out to when I was storing it. And this spindle is from, I got it from Etsy. It's very inexpensive, and it's a local place near here in Cincinnati, and I can't think of the name, but I'll put a link. I'll put a link in case you're interested. But I think that it was only like $7, maybe $8. Very inexpensive, but and it's kind of, it is a little weighty. But I think it was pretty good. And then this is the last thing I have, and this is from Yarn Geek Fibers. This is her Tarhi base, and as you can see, it is super fluffy. It is, what is it called? Spruce Me Up Scotty. And so you can see it's sort of these just different green, blue kind of colors. Yes. I can't wait to start this, but I'm trying to finish what I've started first. And there you have it. You have my giant amount of stuff that I own and have to now put away. But it's fine. I've really enjoyed pulling all this out, seeing everything I have. I've took photographs, and before I put it all back, I'm going to make sure that my Ravelry database is updated, because it's so not. And that way, you know, in 2016, I will be just, I'll know what I have. And therefore, I will stop buying stuff, because if you saw how much sock yarn I had, as you did, I mean, come on. Don't need to buy any sock yarn anymore. And I really want to use up some of my fiber before I buy more, even though it's really hard because there's just so much pretty. But I will be good. For the most part. Maybe. Alright. If you guys have pulled out your stash, please let me know. I would love to watch your video. I'm all about watching looking at other people's stash, because it's just, I find it so interesting how we all have different stuff, and sometimes the same stuff, but I just find it fascinating. So anyway, leave me a comment and let me know what you think about the giant mass of things I have, plus what you might have, and I will talk to y'all next time. Bye!